we're back. This is something we would like to ask Teo, as represented by our theologian, Father Francis Gustilo. Father, nag-asawa ako. Ano bang paraan na tanggap sa aking faith ang paghiwalay kung ayaw mo na sa asawa mo? O hindi na kayo hindi na nag-work talaga yung samahan niyo?
So, bilang Katoliko, ang pag-aasawa sa atin is a sacrament. Kasi naandyan yan sa ating scriptures, lalo na sa mga letters si St. Paul, na ang relationship ng mag-asawa, inihambing niya sa relationship ni Christ and His Church. And so now, it is within that interpretation that marriage is a sacrament for a Catholic. Sakramento siya. So, ibig sabihin, while ang mag-asawa ang nagsumpaan, nagkasunduan, covenant, pero kasama ang Diyos sa covenant na yun. So, when you say, I love you, sa Catholic marriage, no? Ang sagot doon I, God, in you.
I God you?
I, God, you.
I God you.
Kasi God is love, diba? So, hindi pala two, but three. In the same way that there are three persons in a Trinity, God connects the husband and the wife beyond themselves. Kasi, mahirap talaga magmahal. Lalo na, iba ang lalaki sa babae. And therefore, that differentiation, that divergence,
that is innate and natural.
Parang, itong gusto ng lalaki, itong gusto ng babae. Paano mo pagsasamahin yon, di ba? Ang maganda siguro, ano ba gusto niya? Ano gusto niya? Magkakatagpo tayo doon. So what God has put together, let us not put asunder. That's the meaning of the sacrament among us Catholics. So anong tanong doon?
Paano kung wala nang pag-asang manatili pa ang samahan at pag-iibigan?
So, may conditions kasi, no? Na nangyayari. Many times, we could have to ask ourselves, gusto ba talaga ng Diyos itong pagsasama niyong dalawa na through the years, ang hirap na hirap kayo magkaisa? And so that's where the church says, bakit? Meron bang wrong from the very start of making that public act of a sacrament?
Of committing to each other.
Oo. Kasi, hindi naman sinasabi na walang bisa ang pagmamahalan nyo Baka actually, hindi kayo talaga nagmamahalan ever since. Kasi, merong other presenting factors that pressured you to enter into an act, public act, na ngayon, you have to also say publicly, you need to take that position na hihingi namin sa inang simbahan na kung saan nagkaroon kami ng sakramento, kasali dyan ang Panginoon din ang magsasabi through the instrumentality of a marriage tribunal in the church whether this situation of marriage is actually null,
existent,
and void.
Null and void.
Yes.
So, pwedeng itong dalawang to, akala nila para sila sa isa't isa, tapos dumiretso kasal.
Oo may kilala po ako ganyan Hindi lang niya naihatid after their date sa movie
Wow.
Sabi ng tatay, hindi mo siya pwedeng isole. Wala naman nangyari. And yet, talagang hindi pwedeng isole. You know? And so, ano yun social pressure yun. Anong iisipin sa ating pamilya dito sa ating bayan na napakaliit na hindi mo siya isinole nung gabi o gabing-gabi mo na anong iniisip ng ibang tao. So there are social pressures that probably are parang insurmountable in a time like that. And yet maybe it's not God who put it together. It was a social pressure that made you decide to do that?
So, Father,
Oh.
yung kasal kasi was held united in front of God and the church. Now, what is the way to dissolve it with God?
Yes. Pumasok ka ng simbahan sa kasal.
Mm.
Ha? Lumabas ka sa parehong pintuan.
Through the church then.
Oo. So, nasa loob ka pa ng simbahan eh. So, sa loob ng simbahan na yan, may instrumentality, as I said, na merong marriage tribunal para paglabas mo, kasama ka pa rin sa simbahan na yan.
Mm-mm.
Hindi ka lang umalis ng simbahan on your own. So, parang sinabi natin na freely you came in, sana freely you want to go out, di ba?
Mm.
So, I think when we talk about these annulment cases in the church, sad to say, no, ang dami nagpapa-annul.
Mm.
That's very true. And Pope Francis himself realizes na minsan nga the annulment, takes years. Kasi there was a provision before na pag humingi ka ng annulment sa simbahan, at ito ay pag-aaralan ng isang tawag na canon lawyer, at siya ang maghuhusga. There is no, in the marriage tribunal, walang paglilitis kamukha ng korte. It's private and personal. So yung humihingi ng annulment, pupunta, magdadala siya ng kanyang witnesses, of course, no? Pagkatapos nun, yung aggrieved party, if ever yung hindi humingi, tatawagin at sasabihin, meron dito annulment case, hinihingi na magpa-annul kayo, papayag ka bang pumunta rito? And syempre, ang gagawin doon, bibigyan ng pagkakataon ng time and space na makasagot. Okay? So, kunyari, sinagot niya, siya rin, privately and with witnesses, sabi niya, hindi po to annulable eh. So, what are the reasons? No? Yun pag-aaralan niya ng canon lawyer. Once nasabi niya na annulable to, may court of appeal palagi. Ngayon, sabi
Sino
niya,
mag-aapilan kung pwede naman mag-annul?
may higher court na yan of another judicial body sa simbahan. And so, pag-aaralan ulit, sabi ng Pope, hindi na. Yung sinabi ng canon lawyer, diretso sa diocesan bishop. At siya na ang court of appeal para mabilis. Mas mabilis na. Kasi normally naman, yung mga nasa marriage tribunal na mga canon lawyers are really aral. So why should you doubt? No? Of course, we are human. Baka mayroong mga pressures din. So eventually, the burden of proof goes to the bishop.
So itong annulled ka na sa church, meaning pwede ka na mag-asawa muli?
Yes. Now, sa atin sa Pilipinas po, yung legal annulment, hindi automatic from the church annulment.
Magkahiwalay sila.
And neither than legal annulment, inannul ka rin ng simbahan. Kasi nga, dito sa atin, yung pare, nagiging also a legal minister of the kasal sa, sabi natin, sa Pilipinas. Kasi magkakaroon ka ng change of status from single to married And therefore, who says that you're married? There is somebody that attests to that. And that is the presiding minister. Normally, sa civil, yung judge, yung mayor. Di ba?
May witness.
And witnesses. Pero may iba, binibigyan din yung mga Muslim, binibigyan din yung mga Protestant pastors, di ba? So, iba-iba yan So, sa Catholic Church, yung pare has that. So, definitely, if it is annulled in the church, you still have to seek annulment in the civil faculty. Ngayon, if it is a question of a country with a divorce law, they would not maybe as Catholics or no longer appeal to the annulment in the Catholic faith. Well, that's where they become excommunicated.
It's a choice.
Ang ibig sabihin ng excommunicated, hindi sila makakapagkumunyon. If they remarry,
without the church annulment.
Without the church annulment. So, it would be difficult to receive the Eucharist. So, meron sanang pinag-uusapan yan. Narinig ko isang judicial vicar ng isang diocese. Sabi niya, Father, why don't we go to the Senate? Why don't we go, let's say, to the
Lawmakers.
lawmakers na sana yung annulment ng simbahan actually becomes an annulment also in
Isahan na lang.
isa na lang.
Legally.
Oo.
Pwede rin bang,
But sad to say, hindi the opposite.
pwede rin bang, instead of focusing on divorce, halimbawa, we can make church annulment easier and accessible?
The first thing siguro is we would have to recognize that while relationships are always burdensome in many ways, the church is now saying, why should we be curative if we could be preventive?
That's true.
And
That's
so,
true.
today, ang simbahan has that we could call Cana.
The seminar,
We called before pre-Cana. Ngayon, the Cana seminar.
before kay
Ang tawag
kasal.
nila 101.
Before kay kasal, di
Bago
ba?
ikasal. And of course, ang daming mga couples, they find it tedious. Pero maganda eh. And therefore, many sectors sa simbahan natin, they ask for a discovery weekend. You know? They ask for even a seminar of maybe even 6 months
Wow.
para intindihin po talaga kung ito ay para sa inyong dalawa. No? So, yun ang preventive way of having
The troubles
the
later.
troubles later. Pero definitely, no matter how you would like to be preventive, you cannot foresee
That's
everything
true.
that happens in the future.
That's true.
Diba? So there is also the post-Cana na sana meron tayong sinasabi ni Pope Francis, Amoris Laetitia, accompaniment.
Is this post-Cana meaning naghiwalay na kayo?
Hindi. Ibig sabihin, sana may support ang marriage as they go through.
During
Kasi there are many stages of marriage, di ba? Ano ba tawag nila?
honeymoon.
Engagement ring.
Hindi ko alam, hindi ako kasal.
Oo nga. Ano,
Single ako eh.
Pero ang rinig ko, meron engagement ring. Tuwan-tuwa dyan, di ba?
After the
Can you
courtship.
marry me, di ba?
After the courtship.
Oo. Engagement ring. Tapos merong wedding ring, di ba?
Ah.
Yun. Tapos pagkatapos nun, may suffering. Ang delikado pag naging boxing ring.
Grabe.
At naging boring.
Pero because it's a matter of faith,
Oo.
I think kung preventive, dahil faithful ka, you're a Catholic, you have strong faith, I think it's choosing who to love. But hanapin mo rin yung with strong Catholic faith. Kasi may virtues din yun na hinahanap ka accordingly to our Catholic values, right?
That's true. It would be, the less yung incompatibility, the better. Kaya nga merong preventive. No? Pero the incompatibilities can never be taken away.
Mangyayari siya lagi. Yung mga differences.
And therefore, yung sinasabi ni Pope Francis, 3 things you have to say to your spouse. Thank you. Please, pwede ba? And I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Every day. That would be really going through marriage in a better way. So, ang tanong na, pwede ba natin ipaghiwalay ang
Binuklod.
binuklod ng Diyos? Ang unang tanong ng simbahan dyan ay, talaga bang binuklod ng Diyos? Because of seemingly insurmountable
Differences.
difficulties of each other.
So,
Kung hindi pala pinagbuklod ng Diyos, there is also a trauma to be seen sa mga naging anak. Diba? Kasi
affected din sila.
meron ko na nabasa no? Ang mami ko may asawa na, ang daddy ko may asawa na rin. Ako, wala akong pamilya. So the children bear the brunt.
Of the effect.
And even though this person is already adult, pero yung kanyang connection, yung kanyang sense of parang family that is original, na sa origin, biglang nawasak. And that could traumatize a person. And that's where Jesus said, sabi niya, be careful to scandalize children. It would be better to hang a millstone around the neck
Wow.
and cast him into the sea. Mabigat po yan.
Pero since we grow in holiness and we're in this journey together kung mag-asawa, maganda rin naman to put Christ in your marriage during, right? As you grow
Yan.
and grow older together.
And a support group to assist you to bring that Christ with you.
Kasi there are ways that God works and heals and builds relationships. Tama? Amen?
So, amen yan.
So, I hope you ask again more questions na pag-usapan na natin ang kasal at paghiwalay. So, keep on asking. We'll be back.